And earlier you were mentioning that you had a good US story to share as well. So let's hear that, because I know now you're doing a lot in the US, right?
Yeah, so today more than 20% of our revenue and our sale comes from US. And it all happened word of mouth. I think 6 years back, there was a guy from Michigan who called us, Siddharth Shukla. And he told us that he's been following us on social media. And the way we make ghee is actually the right way of making ghee. And he misses this kind of ghee in US. US, they sell you butter oil as ghee. And
Right.
it tastes
Right.
it tastes
Synthetic.
bad. It smells bad. You would never have it if you've had real ghee. And he said, I'm missing this food a lot because I come from Uttar Pradesh, where ghee in North India, ghee, curd, chas, milk is intrinsic to our diet. And he said, I want this from you guys. I said, US, how do we send it? We're a small farm, He said, no, but guys, please do it for me. And then it took us 9 months to get our import-export license, our MSDS, our certifications,
Right.
everything. And we sent him 5-6 bottles of ghee. And when he got it, he tasted them. He made an extempore 8-minute video on why the ghee is amazing. And it's yet on YouTube, on our channel, when you search for Siddharth Shukla ghee testimonial. And after that, word of mouth, we started getting requests. Some consumer who's in Bombay, Delhi told us his cousins, his relatives, kids were in US and they wanted our stuff. And then we sent it to them. And, over time, today when we look back, a lot of our consumers come from outside India.
Right.
And I think a year and a half back, my colleague Dhirendra and myself and Ajinkya, we decided to go and meet customers. Why are they buying this? What are the choices they have out there in the US? And we're getting quite substantial business from there. So we floated a small little form on Instagram and on LinkedIn. And we told consumers, if you're interested to meet us, fill this. And over 1,000 people filled that form.
Fantastic.
And we realized that these were located across 13, 14 different cities, right from the East Coast to the West Coast to the middle of US. And so we planned a 40-day trip across the US.
Crazy.
And you won't believe it, but out of those 42 days that we stayed, 40 days were sponsored by customers. So people said, you're coming, why don't you come and stay home? I'll open up my kitchen and my home for you guys.
Lovely.
And for the community that stays around.
And these are not Indians. These are even they're foreigners, and
yes.
there's a mix. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
I remember in New York and Manhattan, we had somebody who opened up their homes for us, and we hosted 25 people for dinner. There we had 2 large communities in LA and San Francisco where they hosted over 50, 60 people to come and meet us, to have our products, to talk about clean farming, clean food, and just as community to interact. And this was all unpaid. And over those 40 days, we met, I think, over 1,200 people. And we realized that the brand, the work has got a lot of recognition out there. And we should double down. We should respect that and grow and, cater to people's requests out there. And that's how our business grew organically.
Fantastic. Yeah. And I think that's the right way to go about it as well. Just, get in front of your customers, have conversations with your customers.
I love that. I love the touch and feel, like the farmer's market, like these 42 days in the US where we met, sat, ate on a dining table, spoke, related, empathized and connected with people. I love that real human connection.
Yeah. Agreed. And I think just getting in front of the customer, making that bond and that connection, I think that's priceless.
That's priceless.
Right. And then, as you also mentioned, it leads to, further innovation when it comes to product,
Absolutely.
creating new SKUs. So in the US now, are you selling through a lot of chains as well? Or is it direct to,
No, it's yet from our website. We are planning to get across to chains and other people, but we're building it gradually.
Right.
So right now it's all from the website.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's actually brilliant, because I do have somebody who's based out of Udaipur and they're doing makhanas, and they in fact took one of their people and they sent them to the US and spend a significant amount of time there. Eventually he's found a girl and he's getting married there, that particular boy. But the point is that they've done a good job for getting Satviko into a lot of the American markets and into supermarkets, etc. Might be
I think
experiment worth trying.
I think with all these connection social media platforms, and the world has become a smaller place.
Yeah.
And for you, a consumer can be anybody who's sitting in India or in the US or in the Europe, as long as you're matching the quality standards and you're matching his expectation, I think.
Right.
I'm sure you love this particular clip. If you want to watch the full episode, click on the link below and watch the whole episode.